Hi, thanks for joining me. My name's Abby. We're gonna go for a 35-minute fantastic full body Pilates workout. So all you need is yourself and something to lay on, like a mat or a beach towel, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna start with warming up your breath. I want you to think of pulling your belly button up and in, okay? Holding that while inhaling through your nose and forcing your exhale out. Good. You're on your own. Maybe you're with a friend, but there's no one around to judge you. So I really want you to take your time, get that nice deep inhale in through your nose, and force that exhale out. Good. You're still holding that contraction in your abdominals. Sometimes putting your hand there helps it to be a little more effective. You're aware of what's going on. So nice deep inhale through your nose. Keep it going if you found that rhythm. Force that exhale out through your mouth. Now don't rush the breath. I want you to take your time getting that inhale in through the nose, forcing that exhale back out. Good. One more nice deep inhale and force out that exhale. Good. Hopefully you found that rhythm as well as what it feels like to have that contraction. So we're going to go ahead and lower ourselves down to the mat. Sitting nice and tall, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Good. All the way down. Same thing, I want you to find that contraction. Inhale. Force out that exhale. Good. Take your time because we're going to use this for every move. I want you to keep going with that breath here. Good. Taking your time again because nice long breaths. We don't want to shallow breathe. Keep that contraction. Good. Last one right here. Nice deep inhale. And force out that exhale. Good. All right, we're going to start with a nice simple leg circle with that right leg. Our left leg's going to stay bent. Right leg's going to go nice and long to the ceiling. And we're just going to circle towards the ceiling. Tracing through your toes. So you have a nice long leg. Toes are pointed. Don't strain. Just extend and point. Good. Keep that contraction. Inhale. Force out your exhale. Good. Watch that the rest of the body isn't wobbling or wiggling. And we're going to reverse that circle. Nice deep breaths. Inhale. Force out that exhale. Good. It's a nice simple move, so it's a great time to really concentrate on the contraction with your breath. Inhaling and forcing out your exhale. Good. Take those deep breaths. Keep it going. You got about 10 more seconds here. Remember, don't strain the toes, just extend through the ankle. Good, last 3, 2, bend that knee in, flex that foot, and you're gonna go ahead and press right here. Inhale, exhale. Keep that contraction, deep breaths. Good, deep breaths, inhale, force that exhale out. Give me a few more right here. Make sure you're taking your time. Be aware of your body alignment. Watch that your back isn't arcing. If your back's arcing, press a little higher. Deep breaths, last 4, 3, force out that exhale, 2, 1. Hug that knee in and set that foot down and switch. Other leg up, extend nice and long and circle it out. Good. Deep breaths. Inhale. Force out that exhale. And reverse that circle. Good. Keep that contraction. Nice deep breaths. Again, if you find your back, it's arcing, it's bending, it's a little uncomfortable, adjust the positioning of the leg if you have to. Okay, I'd like it straight towards the ceiling, but also adjust for any modifications you need to make. Good, last few seconds here, 3, 2, hug that knee in, flex that foot, here we go, and press. Again, remember, if this is uncomfortable on that lower back, press just a little higher, okay? There's always a way to modify to keep the move going. Deep breaths. in through your nose, force your exhale out. Good, just a couple more. Right here, last 5. Last 3, keep that contraction. 2, 1, hug that knee in. Good, lift and bring that other knee in. We're gonna go into your single knee stretch. Okay, go ahead and get started. Toes pointed, inhale, exhale, switch. As you're moving, think about that contraction. Now you can keep your upper body on the mat, or you can lift. If you are lifted, you are off your shoulder blades, which means no contact with your shoulder blades with the floor. Good, extend and drop the leg. Don't just extend out, extend and drop. Good, that drop's gonna hit that lower abdominal section, which we wanna hit the whole core here this morning. Deep breaths. Again, if this gets a little intense or you find that you're losing that contraction, just lower the upper body down. Still extremely, extremely effective, especially with that breath and that contraction. Good, inhale, force out that exhale. Oops, sorry, we're hitting a little low power mode. Keep going, keep going. Deep breaths. Good, last 4, 3, 2, and quick, right here. Inhale, exhale. Don't get sloppy. I still want that leg all the way out, full range of motion. Come on, right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and in. Hug your knees. Good. We're going to go for 5 leg lifts. Legs are nice and straight. If you find that you put a lot of pressure into your arms, lift the forearms or lift the entire arm. I tend to kind of put pressure in, so I like to hold my arms up. Inhale, exhale as you lift. We're just going for 5. Good. Force out that exhale. Don't let the back arc. If the back's arcing, don't go as low. It's a building process, so just build upon that, and then you could start to go a little lower. Okay, another modification is you can go bent knees, but I prefer you just go lower with the straight legs because a lot of times it gets sloppy. Good, last one for that 5th. Hug your knees, legs nice and long. Okay, we got a lot to get done here in this time frame. We're gonna go 5 roll-ups. Feet are wider than my hips. So if you're on a mat, take them to the corner of your mat. Abdominals in, get that contraction, roll it up, sit nice and tall. Good, slowly roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Good, take your time, don't rush. Try not to use the arms as momentum. If you find that you're throwing your arms to get yourself up, take them across your chest and sit nice and tall. Good, we're just gonna go 2 more. Good, 1 more. We're gonna stay seated on this last one. And up, and reach over for your toes for a nice stretch here. Good, hold this stretch through a nice long inhale and exhale. Good, come on up. You're gonna go to your forearms. Okay, go ahead, bend the knees, lower down to your forearms. We're still keeping that contraction. If you notice, here are my forearms, don't round through. Keep that spine nice and long, that chest open, those shoulders back. We're gonna go ahead and lift the right leg, and you're gonna lift all the way down and up. Inhale and exhale, nice simple move. Keep that contraction. Okay, we're gonna add to this, don't you worry. Good. Deep breaths, keep that contraction. Few more here. All the way down and up in 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold it. Bring that left in, holding the left, and pulse that right. If you need a little more stability, set that left foot back down, okay? Little pulses right here, deep breaths. You're gonna go through this twice. Keep that contraction, keep that chest up, those abdominals in, taking those deep breaths. Remember, no one's there to judge you. No one's thinking about what your breath sounds like. So inhale through that nose, nice and deep breath, force that exhale out. That forced exhale is gonna hit those abdominals on a deep, deep, deep level. Here we go, and down and up. We're keeping that knee in on the left unless you need the stability. Then set the foot back down, okay? But otherwise, it's staying in. Deep breaths. Good. Force out that exhale. Keep that chest up. Think about your posture and your form. We're going to pulse again. In 3, 2, and little pulse. Good. Inhale. Force out that exhale. Deep breaths. Little lifts. Keep it going. Keep it going. You got it. 10 seconds. You can do this, but then we're going down and up for that full leg lift one more time. Last 5 right here. 4, stick with it. 3, 2, here we go. Down and up. I know that leg's probably starting to get heavy. Stick with it. Keep that contraction. Don't let the abdominals start to push out. We're working that core as well here, so focus on that as well. Last 5 seconds. You can do this. 4, 3, 2, and in. Hug that knee. We're going right into the other leg. So right foot gets to sit down and rest. Left leg goes long. Here we go. Up, exhale. Good. Force out those breaths. Keep that leg nice and long. We're pointing the toes, but don't strain the toes. You're just extending through the ankle. Deep breaths. Good. Inhale. Force out that exhale. Here we go. In 3, 2. Bring that right knee in and pulse that left. Keep that contraction. Keep the chest up. I noticed I was starting to slip there. You want a nice long lean upper body still. That spine nice and long. Good. Little pulses. If it's uncomfortable in the lower back, especially towards the bottom there of your spine, adjust where you're holding that leg. You can take it a little higher, maybe a little lower. Adjust and find where you're not putting that pressure there. Here we go. In 3, 2, into that full leg lift. Good. Abdominals and deep breaths. Force out that exhale. Beautiful. Keep the leg nice and long. Come on, stick with it. You got it all the way down and up, down and up. And pulse it right here again. You got this. This is that second pulse. You can do it. Come on, stick with it. You can do this. You're halfway through that pulse. Come on, stick with it. Deep breaths. Tell yourself how strong you are. What we put into the brain is what we're going to think. So think about how strong you are, how tough you are. You got it. 3, 2, here we go. Full leg lift. Come on, stick with it. This is short. You got it. 8 seconds. You can do anything for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and in. Hug your knees. Good. Legs nice and long. Oop, I'm sorry. Legs in. We're going back to that single knee. I forgot about our single knee. Toes pointed. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Switch. Upper body on the mat or lifted. But I want you to make sure either way you have that contraction. Your abdominals are in nice and tight, okay? Because if you're pushing your stomach out, you're basically telling those muscles, you don't really have to work as hard, okay? Pull in. Keep that contraction. Get everything out of this you can. Inhale. Force out that exhale. A lot of times by keeping your upper body on the mat, you're able to control that contraction better. Yes, I know we think this is going to be more effective, but we'll push the stomach out. You're really not. I'd rather you had that contraction. Now, if you can keep the contraction and lift, great. Come right up here. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Force out that breath. Nice long leg all the way out. Toes pointed. You got this. Deep breaths. Right here. 5, 4, 3, force out that breath. 2, and in. Hug your knees. Good. Rock that side to side. We're going 5 leg lifts. Just 5. Again, I find I put pressure. Arms are up. Inhale. Force out your exhale. Modify if you need to. Shorten the range of motion. Bend the knees if you have to, but I'd rather you actually just shorten the range of motion and build. Good. And if you absolutely have to, you can put your hands under the start of your glutes. Just don't shove your hands all the way in real deep, okay? Last 2. 1, and in. Hug your knees. Legs nice and long. Feet wide out to the corners of your mat if you're on a mat. If you're not, wider than your hips. 5 roll-ups. Here we go. Arms nice and long. Don't throw them. So I like to take them across the chest, so I'm pulling through my abdominals and not using my arms. Good. Nice deep breaths. All the way up. Force out that exhale. Sit tall. Good. Deep breath. One more. We're going to stay seated on this last one. Good. Sit nice and tall. Lengthen up. Reach over for the toes. Nice long inhale and exhale here. Good. Come on up. All right. We're going to stay up. You're going to drop down to your elbow. And if you find that uncomfortable, maybe put a towel underneath there. Okay? But otherwise, we're going to start here. Abdominals are in. My legs are completely straight out. Watch that you don't pike, which means your toes are ahead of your body. I want your legs straight out from your body. Abdominals in. Get that contraction. Okay? We're going to start with a nice simple leg lift. You can put the front hand down for stability if you need it. Or if you really want to just make sure you're engaging that core and you're giving everything for that stability, give it through your core. You can lift the arm. Okay? It's up to you. But again, watch it. You're not wobbling and wiggling that upper body. I'd rather you had some stability if you need to. Put that hand down. Good. Inhale. Force out that exhale. I'm keeping my contraction. Nice long leg. Go to your range of motion, but make sure you're going to your full range of motion. Good. Inhale. Force out that exhale. Good. All the way up. We're going to have 3 rounds through our leg lift. Okay? There's going to be a few moves here after. If you know me, we're definitely not stopping here. And flex the foot. Here we go. Bring the knee in. It's tapping the floor. My foot is high, and you're pushing right here. Knee to floor, push out. Abdominals stay in. Deep breaths. If you need to modify, if this is uncomfortable on your spine, lower down. You can go here or here, okay? Again, there's always modifications for you to be able to keep going. Deep breaths, push. We're going to keep this one short because don't worry, we'll be back for more of these. And right here, you're going to come out and pulse, little lifts. Abdominals in, keep that contraction. So watch it, you're in that straight line still. You're not creeping forward. We're back with the legs. Good, little pulsing lifts. This is our 3rd move to finish out this set. Good, I'm keeping that contraction. I'm focusing on that breathing. In through your nose, force your exhale out. You got it, stick with it. 3, 2, here we go, full leg lift. Up 1. Good, force out that breath. Keep that contraction through your core. You're using your entire abdominals to stabilize, and we're hitting those obliques really hard with that full leg lift. All the way up. Good. Deep breaths. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting warm. Good. Deep breaths all the way up. Force out that exhale. You got it right here. 3, 2, flex that foot and in and push. Right here. Push. Good. Keep it going. Keep those abdominals in. Deep breath. Good. I'm pushing that foot a little higher than the hip. It's staying flexed. Good. Drive away. You don't have to be super high, but make sure that foot's higher than the hip. Okay? Just take a look. You don't have to be in front of a mirror to be able to see where that foot's going. You got it. 15 seconds. You can do this. Deep breaths. I'm getting a nice little burn here through my glute and hip. I hope you are. And 5. We'll go into your pulse. 3, 2. Here we go. And little pulse. Woo! I am feeling that. Stick with it. Stick with it. Deep breaths. You got it. Keep going. Keep going, smile, you're having fun, right? Burn so good, stick with it. You got it, 10 seconds. You can do this for 10. Then you're gonna go and do that third and final round and do a full leg lift. Here we go, 3, come on, all the way to the end. Don't quit on me, 2, and full leg lift, all the way up. You can do this, come on, finish it out. Keep those abdominals in, don't get lazy through the core. Come on, deep breaths. Get your full range of motion all the way up. Give me a solid leg lift. Come on, finish out these leg lifts as strong as you started them. Good, all the way to the end. You got this. Come on, 10 seconds. I'm still taking my deep breaths. I'm still focusing on my core and keeping that contraction. Good, last 3, 2, flex that foot. Here we go, knee in and push right here. And push. Good, you got this. All the way out and in. All the way out and in. Keep it going. Good, force out that breath. Good, I'm inhaling as my knee comes to the mat. I'm exhaling as my foot pushes out. You got it, only 5 seconds. Come on, 5 seconds. I'm taking it easy on you on this one. And pulse it right here. Okay, you got this. Come on, finish out this pulse, and you are done on this side. My foot is staying higher than my hip. Don't let it start to sink down here. And again, all you got to do is look out to see where that foot is. The other thing is watch that the foot isn't just shaking and wobbling. Okay, it's a strong line. I'm not straining the foot, but it's a strong line all the way out. Deep breaths. Watch it. You're also not just kind of shaking the leg. Little lifts. You know you're in control when you're lifting. You're giving little lifts. Don't shake it. Good, abdominals in. Come on, we're so close. We're in the home stretch. You got about 10 seconds. You can do this. Come on, last 8. Deep breaths. Last 3, 2, 1, and in. Good, stretch that over. Good, rub it out if you need to. Tap it out a little. Okay, but we're not staying here long. Remember, we don't have a lot of time and we got a lot to get done. Back onto your back. Good, we're going back into your single knee stretch. Toes pointed, don't strain, just extend. And here we go, inhale, exhale. You know, upper body on the mat or lifted, you pick, but make sure you have that contraction. You're inhaling, you're exhaling, okay? We're gonna go quick, slow, quick, okay? Keep your form. It is not worth getting sloppy. If you have to, slow it back down. Here we go, and give me quick. Deep breaths, come on. All the way out and in. If you're not getting all the way out and in, slow it down. I want full range of motion still. Good. Give me 5 more seconds right here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow it down. Good. Inhale, exhale, switch. And quick, right here. Come on, inhale, exhale, force out that breath. Don't forget about it. If you have to, put the upper body down so you can get all the way out and in with the legs. And again, all the way in with that deep inhale. Force that exhale out. Don't start to shallow breathe just because we're going quick here. Come on, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and in. Hug your knees. Good. 5 leg lifts. Here we go. Inhale, exhale up. Last one. I'm still using my breath. Exhale. Good. In. You got 5 roll-ups. Feet go to the corners of your mat. If you don't have that mat, remember, just feet wider than your hips. Here we go. Arms above your head or cross. And roll it up. Sit up nice and tall. Slowly roll it down. Good. Sit up nice and tall. I'm on all the way up, all the way up. Ooh, I cheated on that one. My feet lifted a little. Good. I'm going 1 vertebrae at a time into that mat. All the way up. Finish that last one. Stay seated. Reach over for your toes. Sit up nice and tall. Reach over for the toes. Get a good stretch here. Good. We're going to go into that other side. Good. So flip over. Here we go. Remember, I'd like you up on the forearm, legs out straight. Here we go. Start with that leg lift. I've got my contraction. Remember, if this is uncomfortable though, you can come right down here to here or here, okay? And I'm not just talking uncomfortable because you're working hard. I mean, you know, you need to modify for your body type. That's fine. Abdominals in, all the way up. Check on those legs. Are they creeping forward? Get them straight out from your hips, okay? It is a big difference where we're putting those feet and in terms of what muscles we're working and how we're working our muscles. Good, all the way up. Deep breaths, keep that contraction. Okay, remember you can use that forearm for stability, or that hand, front hand for stability. But if you kind of find it's in the way, or you want to just really make sure it's all in your core for stability, take your hand here, hold it back here behind you, and let it just hang out. Come on, you got this. Keep that contraction, deep breaths. 5 seconds. Then we're going to flex that foot. Here we go, flex. Bring it into the mat and push. Good, abdominals in. Good, my knee is going all the way, keep it going. My knee is coming all the way here to the mat. My foot staying flexed. I'm taking the time to come all the way in. So don't just kind of come part of the way and stop. Get that full range of motion. I'd rather you took a little extra time and got that knee all the way to the mat. Deep breaths, abdominals in. Good, you got 5 seconds, that's it. This is a short one. Here we go, and out, and pulse. Don't shake, okay? Remember pulses, little pulses. Deep breaths. Keep that contraction, you got this. Come on, you got this. Little lifts, I'm not shaking, I'm lifting. I am in control of the leg, I'm not just shaking it out to get the work done. Lift, 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 you got it, 5 seconds. Stick with it. 3, you're going back to that full leg lift. 2, here we go, and up. Good, watch so you don't start to roll back and that top hip be pulled back, because again, very different move, working different muscle groups and in a different way, okay? Good, all the way up. Keep that contraction, deep breath. Come on, you got this. Smile, we are having fun. You know how good that burn felt on the other side? So you know what's coming. Come on, let's go. Deep breath. Come on, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. You're doing awesome. We're already into that second round. You got it, 5 seconds. 3, 2, flex that foot. Here we go, in and push. You can do this, come on. You can do this. Stay squared up, and what I mean by that is don't let that top hip roll back or forward. I want you to stay even. Keep your hips stacked. Come on, all the way out and in. Deep breaths. You can do it, you can do it. Keep going. Come on. All the way out and in. Stick with it. I'm still using my breaths and still keeping my contraction through my abdominals. 3, 2, here we go, and pulse. A little pulse. Woo! Getting warm again. Deep breaths. You guys got this. Stick with it. Remember, if you need to modify the upper body, go for it, but otherwise keep that elbow underneath the shoulder. Don't let it get ahead or behind you. Ooh, my foot's sinking. It was getting lower than my hips. Keep that foot up. Keep that foot up. You can do this. Come on. 5, 3, 2. Here we go. Last round. All the way up. Full leg lift. Remember, if that elbow starts to bother you on your supporting side, on that bottom, then take a towel, double up your mat, put a sweater, something, you know, with a little more comfort underneath to give you a little more, a little less pressure, on that elbow to the floor. You got it. Come on, all the way up. Obviously can't count and talk. Keep it going. Deep breaths. You got it. Come on, 10 seconds. And here we go. Flex that foot in and press. And press. It's your last one. Push through. Make sure you're pressing that foot higher than your hip. I'm not looking for it to be super high, okay? Again, different move, different time. We'll do that one. But I'm looking for you to get above the hip with that foot as you extend. That knee to come all the way into the floor. Come on. Stick with it. Deep breaths. You got it. Only 8 seconds left. You can do this. And pulse right here. Pulse. This finishes us out on this leg. And then we're even on both sides. Come on, little lifts. Little lifts. And we're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch. We got a lot of work done in a little bit of time, and that's amazing. Deep breaths. Come on. Woo! Burn so good, right? Deep breaths. Don't shake. Don't shake. As you start to fatigue, don't shake. And I'm even saying that for myself because I can feel myself starting to do it. Come on. 15 seconds. You can do this. Deep breaths. Keep that contraction. You can do it. You can do it. Get that foot up there. Tell yourself how strong you are, how proud you are of yourself making it this far. Here we go. 3, 2, and down. Quick stretch. Good. Back onto your back. Okay, we're going to finish up here real quick. Single knee with our quick, slow series. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, switch. You pick where you want the upper body. Make sure you're extending all the way out and in. Inhale, exhale, force out that breath. And speed it up. Inhale, exhale. If you find you're getting sloppy, adjust. Maybe slow down. Maybe you need to put the upper body on the mat, but make sure you have that contraction and you're getting the legs all the way out and in. Come on, use that breath. Listen to your inhale through your nose and your exhale and slow it back down. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good, last 5. 2, and quick. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come on, all the way out. You got this. You got this. Come on, this is our quick. This is our quick. You got it. Come on, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and in. Okay, legs up. You have 10 leg lifts. Okay? Pick where you need those arms. Maybe you need a little support at your side or up. Here we go. Go to your full range of motion. Inhale, force out your exhale. Keep that contraction. Don't let the stomach push out. Don't let the back arc. Those are your 2 key things here on form to watch. Force out that breath. I'm inhaling as I go down. I'm exhaling as I come up. Good. Halfway through. Maybe you're a little quicker, but you should be around 6. You got this. Come on, 7. This will make for 25 leg lifts through a Pilates class. That's amazing. Right here, last 8, 9, 10, and in. Okay, just to finish this off, we're going to go for a 1-minute plank. I love to add in that plank. Abdominals nice and tight. You pick where you want to be. Real quick, I'm going to go through your options. You can go off your hands and your feet, your elbows and your feet, your knees and your elbows, your hands and your elbows. Wherever you are, watch the hips. Okay, don't push the hips back, especially if you're on your knees. I think it's a little easier to actually do that. So tuck in the hips, abs nice and tight. Here we go. We're going to go 1-minute plank. 3, 2. I like to go off my knuckles. So that's just me. Kind of find it easier than off my wrists. Deep breaths. Good. Check yourself. Hopefully you're maybe in front of a window, a TV, something that you can look for your reflection. Is your hips and your butt up in the air? You can even look behind. You can tell. Okay, take a little look back there. If your butt's up, you're losing a lot of the work. Down. But then also watch. We don't want to overcompensate and arc and dip there in the center. That puts a lot of strain in the middle of your spine to your lower spine. Good. Deep breaths. Come on. You got this. Good. Inhale. Force out your exhale. Keep that contraction. This is it. We are done. We're going to stretch it out after this. Come on. 15 seconds. You can do this. Got it right here. Stick with it. Come on. Last 5, 4. Stick with it. 3, 2, and lower down. I'm taking my knees wider than my hips so I can sit back here and do a nice deep child's pose. So my knees are wide. Sitting back. And take some deep breaths. Good. Hold on here. Lengthening through your arms. Don't rush it. Okay, nice relaxing breaths. You're still taking that long inhale, forcing that exhale out. Good. Real quick, we're gonna come on up when you're ready. Do not rush your stretching. We're gonna stretch out that left leg, bend your right foot in, sitting nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale, rotate the upper body, and reach for the foot. Drop the head in the upper body, get that full stretch. Take your time through the stretching. Stretching is so important. It helps for your recovery, for your muscle memory, all of that, okay? A lot of people walk away from a workout saying, I'll stretch later. Not the same thing. And we also tend to forget, rotate, sitting nice and tall, over your bent knee. Because let's face it, a lot of things we say we're going to do later, we don't do, right? I know I'm guilty of it. Good, and switch. Leg nice and long, sitting nice and tall. Take that deep inhale, rotate the upper body, exhale down to the foot. Deep breaths here, that's the other thing. We need to take deep breaths. Our muscles need oxygen to repair and recover. And we tend to breathe shallow. So really take your time here. Deep inhale, forcing out that exhale still keeping that contraction. Good, and up, sitting nice and tall, rotate through. Good, back to center. You're gonna bring both feet in together into a butterfly. Bring the heels as close as you can to the upper body. Go to your full range of motion, okay? But we really wanna get a nice stretch here. Don't bounce it. I know a lot of people think the butterfly, we gotta bounce. We don't wanna be in and out with those muscles, okay? We want the muscles to be relaxing. We're not making them work. We're not contracting them, okay? We're stretching them. Sit nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale, and we're gonna fold forward. And hold here. Good. One more nice long inhale and exhale. Again, don't rush your stretching. Take your time, okay? Hold anything longer than what we're holding here if you need to, and slowly walk it in. Sit nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, and we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel fantastic and energized. Make sure you hydrate up in the next hour, which means a lot of water, 16 to 24 ounces, and make sure you refuel. Get a solid plant-based source to refuel if you can, okay? Have a great day, and thanks again for joining me.